What's good, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're gonna go ahead and get started. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Got some retracements going down. B500 just popped up. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Looking at a few setups right now, though. What's going on, David? What's going on, Mr. Nobody? Freedom Vote, what's going on? You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We're looking at charts. Drop in the chat. Looking at a couple setups right now. Just got some retracements and confirmations we're waiting on. As far as news, today we got a few news events popping off. We got a news event at 8:30. We're going to be going live with the members later on today during that. Then at 10 a.m. we got USD news as well. And then when markets reopen later on tonight at 7:30 EST, 7 p.m., we have Australian news. And at 30 minutes after that, we got some New Zealand news. So we got a lot of news popping off today. So that should kind of help us with what we got going on with a lot of these pairs, where we're kind of just ranging, or possibly we see trend changes going on. So with today's news, I want to see either the trends continue, or we might see also volume come in to cause reversals take place. So do keep in mind signs for those that are trading. And guys don't understand how news works or how to go about trading news, make sure to watch this video right here. But right now we're just chilling, patiently waiting. What's going on, Dusky? How you feeling, man? Going to show us what made you decide for that trade. Which one? Which one? I'm not in the trade right now, so let me know what you're talking about. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's _playmaker_weight_. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. We're going to go over how we're doing so far this week, last week, and the month in general. In a second, right now we're looking at possible gold buys, and then we're looking at some more JPY buys as well between GJ and EJ. I'm also looking at watching GA to see how it reacts to flipper right here, but I'm mainly watching gold and the JPY pickers. Those that was in the live yesterday, GJ went exactly as projected. All those that watched the Sunday chart analysis. Got about 2 minutes to the next 5 and 15 pops up. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? You got any questions? Feel free to ask. That's what these live streams are for. But also so y'all see behind the scenes like the realistic side of trading, like you know how it is, the process of waiting for the setup, getting the trade before we even enter a trade, all that good stuff. So while we're chilling, as far as how we're doing so far this week, we hit that first link. It looks like Telegram's bugging out again. Let's Telegram do that every now and then. Hold on 1 second. All right, we should be back to business. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Give me 1 second. Let's see if y'all can hear this too. I gotta get back to restarting my computer because I'll be running it too hard. I'll be beating this thing down. Let me see if we can get things back to normal. All right, cool. Do y'all hear the music too? If not, we're just gonna keep it pushing. It's what it is. I forgot to add the music back. Well, let me know if y'all can hear the music. If not, it's cool. We played on my end too. I think I forgot to connect the music this time going back. That's all good. We ain't missed too much. Like as soon as I was trying to pull up Telegram, my computer like froze. So I had to restart it really quick. It was like the streaming screen was working, but like my other tab and everything, I couldn't even move it or anything. So I had to restart the stream really quick. But we're back to business. Let's keep this pushing. No, I don't like that. Let me try to fix it. Trying to figure out. I ain't trying to restart the stream, so we're just gonna have to figure it out this one. So hopefully I can add it back on afterwards. Oh, it's playing now. I think I fixed it. Cool. All right, so we're back to what we was talking about. So goals right here. Waiting to see if we can break and hold this level at around 2036, just like yesterday's live stream. If we can hold this level as support, we can look for buys going to 2046. This is what was yesterday's live stream, but it failed to hold this level, so we traced down to the support below it. Like I was talking about as well. Could have went for a buy here. I personally didn't though. And then now it's right back where we left off. So we can hold this level, we'll look for continued buys. And as far as NAS, it's kind of doing the same thing yesterday as well. We didn't go for a NAS buy. We did catch a quick SPX buy. We'll go over all that stuff in a little bit, but let me put my other charts up. And I see the chat. We'll come to the chat a little bit. I'm just going to put my charts up. I gotta start restarting, get my computer a break before I go streaming. So I'm messing my computer up. It's also semi-old. My bad, y'all. We're back to this. All right, cool. Why does it keep doing that shit? I don't know what's going on. Hold on. I think I know what it's doing because I restarted it. Usually, I restart my computer. I have this system that tries to pop up. Hold on. My fucking. I gotta change. I have this setting like when I restart my computer. One of my games I have on my computer tries to automatically start. I think that's what keeps on trying to do. Yep, there it is. Get out of that. No. Yeah, we're going through right now. We're gonna keep it pushing. We do this live. This is what happens sometimes. All right, so we was looking for a GJ buy here. As we can see, it rejected this level, which is why we did go for a buy. We want to enter buys off support. Since price failed to hold that level of support. What the fuck is going on? Hold on 1 second. I don't know why it keeps bugging like that. All right, I think that should be the last time it does that. All right, we're gonna keep it pushing. All right, so since it failed to hold this level, we're gonna watch and see how it reacts right here at 190.55. As long as it gets hold this level of support, we're gonna still look for buys. Again, looking on the daily time frame, we can clearly see once we zoom out that we're still bullish. But again, after the higher high comes the higher low. So that's not necessarily mean we need to go for sales yet. Now, if we would have broke this level at around like 190.40 and start treating it as a resistance, then we could look for a possible reversal. So as far as right now, we're still looking for buys. And we'll get rid of these lines. These were for one-on-one session, so I can really see what I'm looking at right here. Again, we do have a few news events popping off today. So that's either going to help the trend continue or it's going to cause price to retrace and a reversal come in play. That's what we're really going to be watching and waiting on. And then we're kind of in a similar situation when it comes to NAS100. Right, we're still bullish. We just need the high to get broken. They tried to break it yesterday, but it got stuck. We traced back down. So if NAS can, since we missed the buy setup here, because if we look right here, the buy started 2 hours before we went live. So the next possible buy spot, it's going to be at around 17,960, 17,970. If we can hold that level of support and break past this level of traffic, we can look for buys going to 18,025. Right, but we look on a daily time frame, we're still bullish. But again, it's not a clean, like picture perfect uptrend like y'all be seeing a lot of time. Oh, y'all can't even see the screen. Hold on, let me fix that. I've been talking, y'all can't even see the screen. Okay. Appreciate y'all letting me know. Well, that's hilarious. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. So gold just broke this level. Now y'all should be able to see the stream, right? Hold on. All right, cool. All right. Now we're back to business. So this is your first time watching it live. Well, y'all found it. It's live to hop on because this is the first time we had this much stuff go down. But it is what it is. So gold just broke this level. So now we want to see if we can hold this as support. Right, this is what we wanted to see happen yesterday, which we didn't see take place. So now if we can hold this level as support, we can look for buys going to 2046. So now y'all see what I'm talking about. Before I just looked, I was just looking at my voice. So now you see what we're talking about right here. Now, as far as what we're talking about with NAS, we go into the daily time frame. We're still bullish, but we need to hold 17,970 as a support, which is what we're looking for today. If we're going to hold that level of support, we can look for buys going back to 1825 and then possibly 18,100. That's what we're going to be looking for today. As far as NAS and gold, the JPY pairs was looking for a buy here, rejected. So we're going to watch to see how it reacts to 90.55. We're going to look for a possible buy setup here. And then, yeah, so that's the main things we're looking at. We're going to be watching GA and GN as well. But I mainly like how gold, the JPY pairs, and the indices are looking right now. So let me write some of these trade ideas up. We got a new 15 and a new 5-minute about to pop in about 3.5 minutes. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We're looking at charts in the chat. But I cut you to the chat right now. Just give me 1 second while we pull this stuff up. And I apologize for technical difficulties, but it happens. It happens. It is what it is. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. This might change in a little bit though. But as of now, this is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal through Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. We're about to pull up the Telegram and go over how we're doing so far this week, last week, and this month, and all that good stuff in just a second. I'm gonna drop this down. All right. What's going on, little boy JD? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we're back to business. And yeah, so side notes, Flunick and TYJ, you know what I'm saying? You asked me a question for me. I was asking you for a clarifying question. Not sure why. I can't really. I would like to help you, but you know, you don't respond to me too much. So I don't know if you're still in here, but if you are, you know, be a little bit more specific. I can answer your question. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. All right, yeah, everything's working back to normal. So yeah, we're looking at the JPY pairs we trade. So we're just gonna put all our attention on gold right now. Looking at a few other charts still, but we're just gonna put most of our attention on gold. Got a new video dropping for you later on today. You haven't seen my most recent video, make sure to check that out. Y'all know how YouTube works. Go ahead and explore the channel, all that good stuff. So while we're watching gold, before the next 15 pops up, this is how we, well, let me actually put it up. This is how we did so far yesterday. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal free. You'll see the link to the live. I send the link out every day, but we also go live every day, London session 3 and EST. Y'all follow me on Instagram or TikTok. You'll hear me say that every day at the end of all my videos. So make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Scroll on the bottom of y'all screen. This is how we did yesterday. Yesterday we took an SPX5. TB3 got hit, caught 1,100 pips. Here's the screenshot of the position. Nice, beautiful push to the upside. We entered all the way down here. And here's the screenshot of the signal. So that's how we started off the week, 1-0. Then there's the Sunday chart analysis. Make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis. It's not just what I think price is going to be doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it's what I see price doing throughout the entire week. I dropped that every day at the beginning of the week. This is how we did last week. Last week we went 5-0. We only traded 3 days, 3.5 technically, as far as me. I don't know what the numbers did. I still dropped, New York price watches, but as far as signals and stuff, only traded 3 days, but still went 5-0, which isn't that bad. But give me 1 second. Hold that thought. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is how we did last week. Last week we went 5-0, caught 50,252 pips. Monday we caught 45 pips. Tuesday 147. Wednesday 15,060. And Thursday 0 trades. But right here's going to take the beginning of the week. Again, this is the Sunday chart analysis from last week. Even though this stuff's not as relevant as far as what we're looking for this week, it's still interesting for those that didn't watch it to watch, see how price looked last week compared to how it's looking this week, at the end of the week, the beginning of this week, all that good stuff. But again, we did recap the day at the end of every day. This is that GN sell from Monday. Again, nice drop to the downside, all that good stuff. The week before that went 5-0, cost 7,291 pips. Again, Sunday chart analysis. The week before that went 6-1. There was an 86% win rate, caught 444 pips. And then that's how we're doing so far this month. Now, last month, January, we started off the year great, went 20-0, caught 37,620 pips. Again, you click here's going to tell you the beginning of the month. Every trade posted has a personal entry, SL, TPs, reactions. Again, another screenshot of position, beautiful buy up to the upside, all that good stuff. We're going to go over how we did last quarter in a second, but new 15 just started, so I want to see what these charts are looking like, right? But if you go to January 4th, you'll see how we did last quarter, and we'll go over that in just a second. All right, so GJ is about to come all the way down here. We're going to see how it reacts here at this level. Again, we're still looking for buys as far as GJ is concerned. We've still got a couple levels to break before we change our mind on that. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. I'm about to cut you to the chat right now. Gold hold about 2036 on the next 15-minute candle. Would that be a buy? It depends. Again, so freedom goals. Your name sounds familiar. I don't know if it was yesterday's live or not, but no, that's not necessarily the case, right? Because the reason why I'm saying it's not necessarily the case because it's not like a blanket answer, right? Like a lot of times people come into the trading space like it's a Scantron test, right? It's multiple choice. It's either A, B, C, or D. And it's going to be A, B, C, or D no matter what. When that's not necessarily the case, right? Because it depends. The next 15 pops up is either going to hold the level or is going to reject. So a lot of times people get messed up when it comes to trading. In this case, it's holding, right? But it could have easily, just like yesterday's live, rejected. So that's why you hear me say we're waiting for my confirmations. That's why we're literally watching the charts. Because what I used to do, what a lot of people do, and what messes a lot of people up is instead of waiting to see what price is doing, we try to beat price to the chase. So what I do, what I teach the members is, one, we understand how price works and how price moves, but we also don't control price. So that's why it's very important to wait to see what price is going to do. That's why we wait for these confirmations. So again, like I was saying, if price can hold this level as support, it's not necessarily okay. If it breaks this level, the next 15 enter. No. If it breaks this level, the next 15, we need to see if it can hold that support. Now, in this case, it's holding, right? But again, yesterday we was in a similar situation and it didn't hold. So never think like, okay, off rip, that means this or that. You still have to watch and wait because every situation is going to be different. It's not going to be the same all the time. Because again, sometimes it can break this level or hold, like right here, as support, but then the next time it didn't hold that support. So again, if we would have just jumped in a buy here just because price retraced and touched this level, we would have took an unnecessary loss. Another good example of this is we had this happen a few weeks ago. And I think I made a video on Instagram and TikTok going over this. Let me find it. Right? So we actually was on live during this time, like a week or two ago. As you can see, this was 3 a.m. EST. So we was live this day. And we was looking for a GJ buy. And this is a perfect example of why you don't want to just do that, right? Because we look right here, we can obviously what took place. But during the live stream, I was like, we're looking for buys. So we want to see if it could hold this low as support. Now, price touched this level, but we didn't enter the trade. We still have to wait to see if it could hold the level as support. And because all we did was just patiently wait an extra 30 minutes, we avoided taking a buy when we didn't need to, right? Because again, it didn't hold this low as support. It chilled here for a few candlesticks, but didn't hold that support necessarily. And because we waited for that confirmation, not only did we avoid an unnecessary loss, because we see price rip to the downside, but because we also continue to follow the flow of price, aka, we're uptrend, we're still looking for buys. All we had to do was wait for price to retrace back up. And then once it retraced back up, it did the move we're looking for. So you always want to wait for confirmation. That's why you always hear me say, if it can hold as support, if it can hold as resistance, right? That's why you always see me wait to see if it can do that. You rarely ever see me as soon as price touches the low, be like, all right, we're entering right now. Because again, that can work, but the percentage of it working is going to be a lot lower than when you wait for a retest and confirmation. So like I said, in this case, it did work out in that way, but I just showed you two other examples recently from literally yesterday, the other one earlier this like a week or two ago, where in that case it wouldn't have turned out in your favor. So always wait for confirmations. We always want to wait for confirmations because, again, we don't control the markets. It's very important to watch and see what price is doing, because price is always going to give you hints. Right? These aren't just random candlesticks. Price is always going to give you hints and clues on the direction it's trying to go, how it's going to be respecting certain levels, and all that good stuff. You just got to know what those confirmations are. You also have to look at and wait for them. You see what I'm saying? So again, that's why you always hear me say, throughout the streams, we're just chilling, patiently waiting, because again, that's what we're doing. We're patiently waiting for price to come to us. But what a lot of people do, they try to beat price, or they try to chase price, to let price come to you, and then follow the flow of price. And when you trade that way, it makes trading a lot easier, a lot less stressful. Gotta get one free signal on the Telegram daily. No, so how it works is, if you go into the free Telegram, right? So before we go over all that, this is a perfect example. So just real quick, for example, this is how we did last quarter. This is October, November, December combined. This was quarter 4. Obviously, we're on quarter 1 right now. Just went over how we did January. Just went over how we're doing so far this month. So this is how we did last quarter. October, we went 32.5, got 157,608 pips. November, we went 22.1, caught 50,068. In December, 122.1, caught 24,481 pips. Ended the quarter 76.7, giving us a 96% win rate. Caught a total of 240,157 pips, 207,561 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal. So as far as the free Telegram works, again, so I started doing the Sunday chart analysis, I believe. Okay, so I did do it. I guess I started at quarter 4. All right, I know I started doing it recently. All right, so what you need to do, if you're in the free Telegram, you need to watch the Sunday chart analysis. And if you can watch the live stream, best to do as well. Because again, all the trades we take, whether in the free Telegram or advanced play signal, they're literally, and if you don't believe me, you can literally fact check me from yesterday's signal, or even any of the signals last week, the week before that, the week before that, the week before that. Because again, everything's dated and timed. Everything's got a date, everything's got the time, everything's got the entry, so you can fact check this. But literally every signal taken in both the advanced play signal and the free Telegram, not only do we go over daily during the London session lives, but we went over in the Sunday chart analysis. That's why yesterday I said a lot of charts are starting to go as projected. That's why last week I said that a few times as well. So as far as the free signal right here, you see this with a signal called. When we go to the end of the day, that's the end of the month. We go to the end of the day. You see there was 2 signals called. So the first signal of the day is always going to go to the members, right? So with the members, we trade Tokyo, London, and New York. Now that does not mean, just like when Freedom Vault was asking about the next 15, does that mean we go for a buy? Now again, I said in this case that is holding true, but I showed you a couple of examples where I didn't hold true, right? So it's just like that, where we're going to be on the charts during Tokyo, London, New York, but if their confirmations aren't met, I'm not going to take a trade. But I do be on the charts during Tokyo session. Like last night, I was on the charts during Tokyo session, but as we see, nothing really took place during Tokyo session. Price was retracing, we attempted to hold this level of objectives. So again, nothing really took place last night, but I do be on the charts Tokyo, London, New York. Now, Tokyo session is exclusive with the members. They get all the signals during Tokyo session. When it comes down to London and New York, they get the first signal of the day. Right, so if I call a second signal between London and New York session, that's when it gets put into the free Telegram. All right, but if we look at yesterday, only called 1 signal. Let's go to this week, right? So we go to this week. Again, recap the day, only 1 position. So only 1 signal, super nice signal. This day, same thing. This was a position for the trade on Monday, and then we took another position the next day, which is why there was no signals called free Telegram. But if we look at, and then the same thing here, right? Because again, this was a GJ, TP3 got hit. We go to the next day, GJ, same trade, same signal, but now all TPs got hit. So again, this was a trade from the day before. The NAS was the new trade. So again, unless I'm taking 2 trades between London and New York, it's only going to be 1 signal, and members get that signal. But again, all these setups we break down daily in the London session lives as well as the Sunday chart analysis. Now, if we go to, I think this week, I think we might have, yeah, so we have a free play. This was 2 weeks ago, right? We have this GU free play. We go here, we see that there's 2 signals called the gold signal with the members and then the GU signal in the free telegram. So that's how that works. Okay, so if you're in these live streams, if you're just here waiting for a signal, cool, but you're gonna be disappointed because that's not what these live streams' main concern is. I'm here to try to teach people how to trade, teach people how to do what I'm doing, and basically show you how it's a lot simpler than people make it seem when it comes to trading. Right. So if you're in these live streams and waiting for signals, you're gonna be highly disappointed because unless you're listening to the prices I'm saying, unless you're listening to me break this stuff down, you're just gonna miss out on stuff. That's why a lot of times, like even yesterday, obviously I don't expect y'all to pay attention to this, but I am running a business, so I do pay attention to the numbers. But every day, every week, when I be like, hey, things are going as projected from the charts, people get upset and leave. Why? Because I didn't call a signal, I ain't let them know what happened. That's why, again, in the videos, I literally go over specific price points. I say whether we're looking for buys here, sells here. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, all that good stuff. So you're really here in this live. This isn't directed to you. This is in general now. So let me take your thing off the screen. So if you're in here, especially in these live streams, I'm assuming that you're actually trying to learn how to trade. So if you're just here for signals, I do call signals, but you're going to be highly disappointed because things are just starting to pick back up. Because Q4, for those that don't know, is usually the slowest quarter of the year. So again, we look at how we did last month. We took 20 trades last month, and then we compare that to how we did last quarter. We can see October we took 32 trades wins, 5 losses, so we took 37 trades total. But then November, December, when the main holidays kicked in, we only took 23 trades, which is a huge gap, right? You also see how on October we caught 157,000 pips, and in November, December we caught 24,000. So again, we also can look, if we look on the charts, we can see how things drastically slowed down. So things are starting to pick back up now. Because obviously January had like a couple weeks in it that was super slow as well. So again, so that's how the signaling and all that stuff works. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we can you charge, drop them in the chat. Geez, it looks like it's still trying to retrace. Oh, gee, let me move these alerts up. Make sure to like the stream, y'all. We're back to business as usual. And members, I got you. I'm about to do that right now for y'all. So, not front, I got you. Got a new video drop for y'all later on today. If you haven't seen the most recent video, make sure to check that out. Y'all know how YouTube works. Make sure to explore the channel. And then course members, if y'all go to the course, you will see that like a good half or 3/4 of it is completely different from how it was over the weekend. That's because I've been updating and revamping it. And I'm almost done. I just got a few more things I'm going to tweak and add. But don't be shocked if y'all look at it and y'all see completely different videos. All right. Because again, the course original was made like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And all this stuff in there is still relevant information, but I've improved a lot more, as you should, over time, especially when it comes to trading. So I updated a few things, added a few more things. So be on the lookout for that. Well, it's already done, but be on the lookout for a couple more things and edits on there. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. No problem. Appreciate that, J-Rod. Other than live trading, do you also have a video teaching your strategy, trying to learn and earn with you? Yes, so base luxury. What I need you to do right now is click my profile. All right, this is why I said it earlier. So you're gonna start noticing a lot of reasons why I be saying certain stuff. So I literally just said this like 2 minutes ago. So I don't know if you said this before I said it or not, but go to my profile right now on YouTube and go to my playlist. I got a playlist with I think like damn near 50, if not 50 already, videos strictly going over trade breakdowns. So if you watch that playlist, it literally goes over just a bunch of videos going over step by step, a bunch of trades I've taken, explaining me why I took the trades, the mindset behind the trade taking, all that good stuff. And then I got another playlist titled Day Trading Tips. In that playlist, I go over literally day trading tips. I go over trading plans, trading psychology. I go over how to read the charts, all that good stuff. So make sure to check those two channels out. Those two playlists out. And then, of course, I got the playlist full of live streams. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's updated. I think I just got to add like maybe one or two of my most recent videos to it, but it's pretty up to date as far as I literally went like a weekend or two ago, went through all my videos from the past year and put them all into the playlist. So yeah, so y'all can just put those playlists and binge through all that stuff. And again, whatever the title says, that's what we're going over in the video, right? So I literally go over step by step, break the stuff down, all that good stuff. So make sure to check those videos out. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I'll be posting weekly content on there. Obviously, it's not like as long formatted as the YouTube videos, but it's still good information in my shorts, my reels, TikTok posts, all that good stuff. Yeah, NAS is just retracing. You just still retracing, so we let it do its thing. You just got the no man's land. So that's why I should have an alert. Every single time I go to teacher mode. Those that have been watching me, y'all see this happen at least one time. It's all good though. I should have put the alert, but I did have that technical difficulty that threw me off. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna set the alert now just in case it retraces. Because when I was here at the beginning of the live, we was talking about this. I did not place an alert when it was retracing. I totally forgot about it. But it's going as projected. So another thing, speaking of trading tips, one thing I do, you'll hear me say this a lot of times. You're going to notice it for sure now, though. Is like whenever I miss a trade, like yesterday, for example, GJ, those I was in the live yesterday, was a perfect example of what I'm talking about right now. So whenever I miss a setup, you still had a decent entry right here, but whenever I miss a setup, again, you don't want to chase a trade. Price 8 times, 9 times out of 10 is going to retrace, especially before it does the big move, the main move. So let's say you did miss an entry in a setup and it starts flying or in the opposite direction or the direction you knew was going to go, but you missed the entry. One thing I do all the time, I'm like, hey, at least I know my projection was correct. Because look, if I can project and predict one chart, I can do it again the same day or the same week, right? So at least I know my analysis and the way I'm viewing the charts was correct. So again, that means I can just do it again the same day on another chart, or later on that week. So keep that in mind whenever y'all miss a setup and stuff like that. Because the last thing you want to do is chase a trade. You don't chase trades over here. Again, we got some news popping up later on today. We're going to be going live with the members during the USD news at 8:30. And then also, we're not going to be going live for this news event, but about an hour and a half later, we do got 10 a.m. USD news again. And then when the markets reopen at 7:30 p.m. EST, we got Australian news. And 30 minutes after that, we got New Zealand news. We got a lot of news popping off today. As far as tomorrow, not too much. We just got like USD news at 8:30 beginning in New York. That's pretty much it. But next week, we're not going to talk too much about that today. We'll talk about that later on. But next week, we got some good news events popping off. So yeah, GJ is right back here. So again, we want to see if GJ can hold his low as support. If it can continue to hold 190.55 as support, we can look for buys going back to 190.90. And if it can break and hold that support, we can look for continued buys going to 191.30. That's what we're looking at right now. Price is starting to retrace. We are still bullish. Not looking for sales. We'd have to break a couple lows for me to look for sales, to be honest. But it did do a big push up as well, as we can see on the daily time frame. This thing shot up, especially after it struggled here for 4 days. I think it exploded up 1, 2, 3, 4 days straight. So again, price isn't going to forever shoot to the upside. Price isn't going to forever take to the downside. Retracements are a part of the game, and changes of direction are part of the game. So ain't too much of a shock or surprise right there. GA still kind of chilling right here. We got a new 5-minute just popped up. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We're looking at charts. Drop in the chat. Those that just joined the stream, make sure to hit that first link in the description from the free signal free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. All right, y'all. New 15 new hour just started. Let's see what these charts looking like. BJ still holding as low as support, as you can see. Let's see if he's on the chart. NASDAQ is about to reattempt to push back up. Let's see what US30 is looking like. These things are struggling to break that next level. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep an eye on GJ. Not gonna enter it yet though. We're gonna see what this 5 and 15 looks like. So we do got a slight exhaustion to the upside. Shout out to everybody that's in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been in live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been in live since y'all joined. There's some slight technical difficulties, but we're back to business. Yeah, it looks like GJ might try to hold a little bit of support. We're gonna keep an eye on that. Yeah, it looks like the indices and stuff are going to be kind of ranging. Again, we do got a couple of news events, so it won't be too shocking if it kind of chills until pre-New York or until New York session starts. Remember to be on the lookout for that link for when we go live for the first news event. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, y'all. If you guys want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram at _away, or y'all can message me on Telegram. I respond to all messages. And yeah, we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST.